Hello folks, similar to the previous handful of intimate relationships I've had over the recent years, this video will be short and toxic. Just kidding, not really. We don't have much to report on Khazan currently, as you can probably tell by my excessive use of what I'd firmly argue is solid humour, but the bottom of the barrel does occasionally need to be scraped and cleaned. It's a dirty job, but I do have habits to feed, so here we are. I've included fun little animations and pictures as to help take away from the monotonous tone of my highly debated AI voice, beep boop beep, and we're essentially taking a look at each landmark moment since Khazan's release, seeing if we can pick up on any kind of patterns, and seeing if we can't hazard a guess on what to expect next and when to expect it. To start us off, we have a nice little timeline that I've put together. Essentially, Khazan released into early access on the 24th of March and received a very small hotfix on the same day. Then the official launch was on the 27th of March, which is the same day we received yet another hotfix, overall fixing some of Khazan's earliest issues. We then received our first patch on the 4th of April, which wasn't terribly big for quality of life, but it did resolve a fair few bugs. Then 5 days later, on April 9th, we received yet another hotfix, once again addressing a lot of the main issues. And then finally, we have received yet another patch just a few days ago on April the 22nd, which has been the biggest update so far and took me almost a whopping 20 minutes to cover. So if for some reason you like the sound of my voice, there's your next fix. As we can see, in the month since Khazan's release, we've had 3 hotfixes and 2 patches, one of these patches being very sizable, and all of these updates combined have effectively squashed the core issues down to a minimum. There are still stirs of certain issues persisting. You only have to dive through some of my recent Khazan videos comments to see the most common of them all. Regardless, for the most part, issues have been resolved, and this is good news for us all, because the less time Neeple have to spend on fixing issues means the more time Neeple have creating content. We do, of course, have DLC on the way very soon being what should be any day between the 1st and 31st of May. Whether it's in the pipeline already and we hear news over the next week or so, or if we receive another hotfix and or patch before the later half of May and then receive the DLC, we will have to wait and see. I'd argue for the latter personally, mainly due to the fact that there are still a few issues that need fixing, and Neeple haven't set an exact date for the DLC, so it would be wise for them to just simply hold off until they are 100% ready. As for what the DLC actually is, there are many predictions floating round. Some think it'll be new missions and a new weapon, others think it may just be the inclusion of a harder difficulty and a new tier of items. Honestly, I think it's safe to say that Khazan is a well-rounded enough game on release to make any new content a welcome addition. Of course, we do collectively hope for the more rather than the less, but given Neeple's handling of Khazan so far, I'm personally more than happy to wait and see what they cook up next. That's it for this guide, folks. I do, of course, have a range of guides and update videos on the channel. We're branching into multiple different titles just recently, so hopefully you'll find something that's useful to you. Otherwise, I did promise it would be short, so thanks for watching, folks, and until next time, peace.